Alright guys, this is gonna be a Kirko VOD for 5v5 in Plat. Okay? Alright, so I know last time it was 66, but this time it's gonna be 5v5. It's gonna be a bit different, but it's okay. We'll manage. Alright. Get it dancing with the E-girl. I see, I see, I see. So biggest thing about this ankle is it's good that you poke in here, but just be careful in general, because in case they run like a sniper, in this case they have Hanzo Ash, but they have but if they also have a Widow, right? They can easily headshot you across the map and just mark you, so you really gotta be careful. But it is good to peek here as well for some early damage, and maybe if you might get a kill with their kunais if you land headshots, right? So important, especially to get a early pick. Um, but just make sure to use the wall next to you like this cover, and you could always just S key or just back up in general to break line of sight, because if the enemies are playing here and you're playing here, simply if you back up right this way, they can't see you anymore. They can't see you, right? So make sure to utilize that, especially if you're making any uh, in quotes DPS peaks, or I guess DPS and peaks, or in general peaking in general, right? Just be careful. Just be mindful and be careful. Great. I understand the Suzu pretty symmetric because she TP'd like in fucking Narnia. But you can also notice that she has a TP on the left, right? So you don't really need to use your Suzu, your cleanse. You don't have to use it, right? It's on this, like she has it on the left side. Now, whether or not she uses it or not, that's on her, right? But it's better if you save the Suzu, honestly. Like it's not a bad Suzu in general. It's not, right? I'm just saying that you could have saved it just because she has a an escape mechanic, or like an escape route, right? With her teleport. Plus, if she teleports out left, you can always look left, and then fucking either walk a bit more, like a bit right, and then throw Suzu that way, or walk a bit left and then throw Suzu this way, right? Um, that's a call. But aside from that, I will not have Suzu your Symmetra there. Again, just because she has her teleporter. Also, if you don't try to Suzu her there, I would stay high ground here. The reason being is because there's no one really peeking card here. Plus, you could if we go back 5 seconds, before you drop the angle, your hog is about to fight Junker Queen. Then you could have helped, right? You can already hear Juno right side, right? Now you can infer that, like, well, Juno wouldn't just be there for no reason, right? Unless she's healing someone. So I mean, your hog is fighting someone, which he's fighting the queen, right? Imagine if you didn't drop. If you didn't drop, you could be helping Hawk here to fight Queen. Because if you land more shots on like more headshots on Queen than she is onto your Hawk, or in general more shots, right? More damage output. It's gonna make the Queen more likely to disengage in general, or more likely to die, right? And like, we want her to die, or at the very least to disengage. We want that, right? And Kirko could fucking dish out a great amount of damage very quickly, very easily. If you land the headshots, even the body shots, she does a good amount of damage, right? Just like, the thing about Kirko is you don't play like a heal bot, right? You're not a heal bot. No support is. you can maybe argue that likely was maybe heal bot, but he goes so DPS, so it's like he's mostly here heal bot, but he's not exactly heal bot. But whatever, right? We're not talking about him right now. Kirko is not a heal bot because she can output so much fucking damage and heal at the same time. More or less, you don't want to have too crazy amount of fucking healing. You want to have a good amount of damage number, so like damage in general, and good healing, right? But you want to have a lot of damage. Because Kirko has that potential, has that capability to output that much damage, right? So you should be here with Hog right now. Your Symmetra dying there. That's on her. She didn't teleport at all. Her teleport wasn't even broken, so I don't know what she's doing. And it's good that Achu went here to hi. You just should have done it earlier, right? Right? It would have been a lot more helpful. Plus, imagine if you had Suzu here. Your Hog wouldn't be backing up so much, and he would be able to hold this space more. Plus, what if you never drop from high ground and then you were just shooting Queen with Hog? This whole sequence over here would not have mattered, right? Because then they would be dead, or at least one of them would be dead, and the Queen is dead, and Juno has to disengage, or Queen disengages. And guess what? Now Hog could contest card a bit easier, right? But your Soldier Mercy are dead. So you guys could contest card and just die in card, or honestly, just get out. Right? That's like the two better options to do. But if you stayed to help your Hog in general, you would have gotten way more value than what you did before, and you would have generated more ultimate charge and farmed your perk faster, which is key, especially on support. Okay, good. I like this, not instantly peeking, so you can rely on the teleport. I like this. We're interesting use of teleport. Be careful peeking at that angle. Be careful. Yogg is playing like sniper. Be careful peeking here. Be careful peeking here. Okay, so the reason why I don't like this teleport, right? Is like if we go back 5 seconds. The reason why I don't like it is because what's called like you see some what's called your Sombra run right in front of you crit, right? But this whole area is the enemy. This entire area, right? She's 1 HP. She is like fucking like one sneeze and she is dead, right? One sneeze and she is dead. Plus you teleporting here, it's jeopardizing your life. Because you invest your teleport and your cleanse, or excuse me, whatever, onto her. So you have no cooldowns, right? To bail yourself out. And now you're just a sitting duck while in front of the enemy, right? If you don't know, like how's it? If you teleport to a teammate and you don't know what enemies are around there, then it's better not to teleport, maybe, right? Because you don't want to blindly teleport to an area and go like, oh shit, well now I just fucked myself, right? You don't want that, right? Plus your summer's like about to fucking die, right? So it's like she has like 1 HP. It's like you just it's better to just save your resource at that point for someone else. Like yeah, you can try to save her, but it's like you have to risk your life to save her. Don't risk your life ever in support. Don't. It's better if you live because then you can get value by helping other people, like other teammates on your team, or in general, or just DPSing in general, right? But you're gonna like, get out here. Lucky enough. I don't know how he didn't die there, but should have died. Okay, so I have an issue with this. Well, like a slight issue, right? If we go back, just pay attention to the angle that you're playing in. Just pay attention. Does this angle really have a good line of sight of the enemy? Not really. I mean, yeah, like when you're here, but it's very narrow, right? It's very easy for you to get hit. It's easy for you to hit shots, but it's very easy, very narrow, very easy for you to get hit, right? Plus, your Soch has mercy, so she doesn't need a pocket from you. What you could be doing is peeking right side here, possibly. That's what you could be doing. Like that is the best angle for you to take, or if you really want, go this way and then DPS them, but just be careful. If you're gonna make these aggressive angles, obviously have some confidence in your mechanics, because Kirko is mainly DPSing. That's what it is. If you're not going to DPS enough on Kirko or be creative and aggressive on angles, then she's not the hero for you, like on paper. Like you can play like a more passive, more like a heal bot in low ranks, but if you want to like get into like the higher ranks, you have to DPS more, like a lot more, and play in more creative and aggressive spots, because then it'll give you line of sight of the enemy, which will uh which then you have like a higher chance to get out a kill if you hit those shots. And if anything, you can always teleport if you're 1 HP, and then rinse and repeat. Okay, okay. Okay, got the kill. Nice, nice, nice. And that's a moment where your tank is feeding. If you teleport to him, actually, hang on. Actually, you know what? Actually, hang on. Let me rewind for a second. I just want to double check. Okay. So honestly, you know what I'm gonna say? I don't know. Because like a part of me wants to say you could have TP'd to your hog and then Suzu'd him, right? To possibly save him. But at the same time, like it's a small time frame, and then like you would have probably died because he was just kind of fucking fast, right? So did you have the teleport? Yeah, you did. Oh, not anymore. Okay, not anymore. So then you're gonna have teleported either way. Okay. If it was before, like when I had that like those like an outline where you could teleport, then that'll be like you really have to assess it, because like one, like he is closed off in like a very small room, and like he's losing health very fucking quick. So it's like you have to really assess, like, is it really worth it or not? In my opinion, it's not worth it, simply because he's losing health that fast, where it's meaning it's a fuck ton of damage. Like Kiriko does not do a bunch, like that does not do a huge amount of healing in general. So like you're not gonna out heal all that damage. You can try to save him a little bit with your Suzu, but you're not gonna out heal all that damage. But it's fine to Suzu him, you know. Mm. But if he wasn't losing, like if he was in that room, but like he wasn't losing, he was like not losing his health as much, then yeah, right, like that would be like a fine TP, right? Which did Hagi even have his vape? Okay, so he doesn't bother to use his right click. He doesn't bother. If he uses his right click where like he was healing himself, then yeah, I would say, you know, I would say you can um TP to him earlier, or if anything, what's it called? Mm. Actually, you could TP, but just try to help him. Don't invest your Kitsune rush in here though. No, because it's just him. Like it's gonna be really rough for him to live here. It's gonna be really rough. Plus even getting 2 picks here is just, it's not worth investing your Kitsune here also if you want to choose that.
Like a gentle rain.
Didn't have to Suzu there. And then here you're just standing at. Actually, well, you got daggered, so it's fine. You got dagger, right? Yeah. You got daggered. You didn't. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's just unfortunate. It's unfortunate. You got fucked here. You got fucked here. You got daggered, and then you TP'd, and then just instantly died. You just got fucked there. That's not really on you. WEMP. That's sarcastic, guys. By the way, it's sarcastic. Okay, good. Unlucky for your mercy there. I would have. I don't know. This is a nitpick, but I would have TP to your Orisa here, honestly. I mean, look, if you want to go for an aggressive angle here, you absolutely can. Right? But then it's gonna just. Orisa's not close enough for that. So, like, there's no really a reason to really peek here. Plus, if you expose yourself and then, like, try peek from this angle, you're more likely to die since Ash and Hanzo are like directly looking at you and they know where you are. So at that point, it's just better for you to TP to your wrist and get her behind, get behind her and just play here. It's gonna be a lot better and safer as well. Instead of DPS into your soldier. Even if you go back 5 seconds, even if you TP to your Orisa here, you can go like walk this way, and if your Orisa's dying, you can slowly try to disengage, climb up here, still help her out, and if she dies, you just get out this way, right? It's much safer. It's much safer for you, as opposed to playing left side here. Because you have to expose yourself out on the open to cross. But the enemy team is not gonna aggress and pressure the fuck out of her, so. Kitsune. Can we get a Kitsune? Can we get a Kitsune? Kitsune, please. Can we get a Kitsune? Kitsune? Can we get a Kitsune? Can we get a Kitsune? Can we get a Kitsune? Okay, so you see that whole time you could have used your ultimate. That entire time you could have used your ultimate, but you didn't because you were so focused on trying to heal the Orisa. Just use your ultimate. You can heal faster. You can DPS faster. Your cooldowns and your Orisa's ultimate cooldowns come back faster. Okay, so you guys, Marissa, that's fine. Hopefully you use your ultimate here, because you're holding on to it pretty long.
I'm on fire. Soothing your wounds.
There's no really need to back up this much. Like, you can play kind of close to your rest and still DPS. Again, like you're not a heal bot, right? Like you're not a healer, you're a support. You also want to throw in some damage also. And Kirko is very good at that. As a reminder. That's a late Kitsune rush because this is this is a very late Kitsune rush because here, let me go back 20 seconds actually. Is it here? Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Grab like look okay look, so Eurissa's holding main here, right? So some time is passing. Two people are pressuring Orisa. Two people, right? Three people, four people, right? The whole team was able to walk here, right? And then just Orisa was holding corner here, right? Now, imagine if you use Kitsune for your Orisa, you guys could hold the corner better, right? Or you angle it this way where your cats could also use it, right? Like you angle your Kitsune Rush more to the right so your cats could use it and your Orisa can, right? So now you guys could hold the choke a lot better, right? Do they so Queen ult? Probably, but at least then you have but like if you continue to rush like say 10 seconds earlier, or like at least 5 seconds earlier, you would have been fine. If I want to even have ulted like the Queen. And then you guys just get fucked here. And yeah. Like you held Kitsune for like about 5 minutes. Oh wait, no. No, 5 minutes isn't the match. Oh my god, I'm done. No, for like about like 2.5 minutes. Maybe 3 minutes. Like around there. Like that's how long you were holding on to it.
Let me balance you out.
Right? Like you really don't even holding on to ultimates. I guess one thing if you don't see a reason to use it, but it's another when you hold it for too long. Here you work too much about heal botting. You work way too much about heal botting. Like I get like you want to help your Ressa, but she's dying to damage, so you know, like to being damaged a lot. So if you help her by by DPSing the enemy team, you will like take some pressure off your Rissa. If you know hit those shots, obviously, like you will help her out. If you also help deal damage, you don't have to just heal. You don't have a massive healing output anyway for your rest here, so you sort of gotta DPS a lot more here. You're getting here, right? You're just playing passive. That's all it is. You guys win the fight, but what's it called? But it's mainly your team is winning the fight. Like you're not really doing anything apart from just holding down your heal button or your key, whatever the fuck you're using. But like, you're not really doing anything. You're just heal botting the entire time. Like, take off angles, right? Like, if your team is playing right side, go on left side and DPS, and then teleport if you need to, right? Be aggressive.
My senses are sharpened. Enemy do something! Carried on the wind. Let the kitsune guide you. Kitsune no kagizume o
No, they're running Symmetra now. So now you gotta help out in a damage department. But also not neglect Jarissa. But they counter swap though, so Jarissa's fucked here regardless. She's just fucked. Like royally fucked. I would swap honestly if I were her. Cause like there ain't no way I'm like as a Arissa I'm playing like against a Symmetra. Against Zarya maybe, but against Symmetra, nah. I ain't doing that. I'm just swapping. See for if I'm running like a well, defense to Symmetra is a bit different. Like it depends on the map. If I get Booper off high or like off position, then maybe I'll stay. But like I gotta see because I can just blitz her with my micro missiles.
can't change the world by following all the rules.
Honestly, what you could do is instead of running Kirko, you can also be running Bap here, Baptiste. If you wanna throw out also a good amount of damage and different utility for your team like Lamp, which could help out your wrist a bit more, right? And Window especially like if you want to heal a lot more and DPS a lot more, right? Like it's just a different approach to take it. You could be playing Bap, but I'm not sure if you're a Kirko one trick or not. I have no idea.
Time to take action.
Okay, like I said a minute, right? Like that's a really good spot. Like they were all playing on that high ground here, right? You're all playing, and then you got spammed out so much where you had to break line of sight. That's why that spot is very good. Be careful, be careful.
Appreciate it.
Um, was there a ghost?
Appreciate
Was there a ghost? Is that way you're looking left? I mean, they're both. Your team is dead either way, but like you could have tried to help your team. Also, you stood out there. Actually, well, you guys are fucked either way. Honestly,
Appreciate it.
honestly, start backing up this way. Honestly, because your wrist is one. Your Hans is like about to die. So just start backing up and just start getting out. Um, I'll go to a Discord call. That's all. But I'm deafened. Don't worry. I'm gonna hear you. Yeah, you just die here. And here's walk out. Okay. Like you know that there's spawn camping guys here, right? After holding you at spawn. Like you could even hear it, right? So there's not really a reason to like aggressively peek. Especially if you see Nash right there. Like you gotta be careful. And she just murks you right there. Phenomenal shot by her, right? But just like you gotta be careful.
The breeze brings relief. I'm here.
That was not me. That's what. That's whoever joined the call. Because I'm in my server right now. Your wrist is feeding. Well, and then they just sneak attacked you behind. Okay. You guys are just getting royally fucked here. I mean, your team. Like, I don't know what your rest is really doing here. Oh, your echo right there is just early peeking. Just get out. Yeah, that's fine. Get out. Get out. Honestly, what you could have done there, honestly, is Kitsune rushed. You could have honestly Kitsune rushed, right? Look how juicy of an ultimate this is. It would have well, actually no, I actually don't Kitsune rush. No, don't Kitsune rush because she had three in or she had three in ultimate, but they died right away. I thought that they would have died right away, but they did. So don't no. No, yeah, don't Kitsune rush there. Only reason why I said you to do it is mainly because like she didn't charge all the way and she got one kill, so I was like, okay, well, how about the other teammates? They're probably still alive, so then the Kitsune would be used to clean up. But with how that enemy died immediately, yeah, don't. You should have used it. It's good you didn't though. It's good.
Enemy turret ahead. The breeze brings relief.
Okay. Again, you over peaked, right? You over peaked when you know that at they're spamming at you, that they're poking at you a lot, but and you decide to peak that, right? There is no reason for you to expose yourself out in open like that. Like as much as Kirko could do damage, you cannot get carried. I can't speak. You cannot get carried away by the fact that yes, I can DPS and I do a lot of damage, but at the end of the day, you're not a DPS. You're a support hero, so meaning you cannot die. It's really bad if you die. Really fucking bad. And especially if you're running Kiriko Mercy, that makes it even worse for you guys.
I think we're outnumbered.
Then here you just get fucked. So honestly, you peeking and then Kitsune rushing so aggressive like that, they just lost the fight. If you go back to what you could have done, honestly, is it just Kitsune rush this way. Like you don't have to expose yourself so much like here, right? You don't have to. Like yeah, you get fucked, but like you expose yourself so much. You don't have to be direct at them. You can position your Kitsune rush at an angle.
Under my protection. Duplicating Orisa.
Oh, okay. Here you got lost what to do. Excuse me. You got lost what you have to do there. You healing and then throw Suzu at someone else instead of trying to commit on saving on one target.
Enemy turret.
I haven't even talked about perks, so I'll get to that in a second.
Check out the enemy's turret. More daijoubu. I'm here.
Imagine if you had Kitsune Rush out right now. It would have been better than before, right? Okay. So, one of the things you need to work on, Kiriko, right? Well, first of all, you need um to take more aggressive angles and just overall just start DPSing. You can always report to your team if needed, so don't be afraid to do that. Oh, okay. Just 1 second. I thought I kind of paused it. But you can always TP or teleport to your team if needed, but just take more aggressive spots and DPS more, because there is a lot of moments where you were just healing and having no sight of the enemy. Like you can DPS on flanks. Like Kiriko has a lot of potential to do that. And the Kiriko like who aims and flanks is fucking scary. I will tell you that. Aside from that, you cannot be holding Kitsune Rush for so long for like 3 4 fights. No, so just use it, right? Just use it. Like supportals are so strong where to the point where it can change the whole outcome of the game, right? Like, and if you don't use it for like in a fight or like in a certain time frame in a fight, the enemy is gonna use their ultimate first, and then they're gonna steamroll you guys. And if they ult first and you try counter ulting, um, there's a chance where like you have a disadvantage right now, because since they ulted first, they have a faster tempo, and now will have more uptime and in theory, and could counter your ultimate easier, unless your ultimates just hard counter them, then that's different, right? Like if they use blade first and then you trank right after, then yeah, right. But like if the enemy uses Kitsune Rush and then you do, it's a bit harder for you guys to bounce back off of that if you're like 2 seconds late, right? Like you want to be the one ulting first. You want to make the enemy fall back, to disengage, to win the fight first, right? To make it faster. Otherwise, the enemies, they will ult first and they will win the fight a lot easier, right? It's about aggressiveness. You don't want to play passive and play like a fucking beta bitch, right? Um, what's it called? Aside from that, one more thing that I also want to mention is, um, I mean, like your positioning, obviously, like that, just that correlates to like you over peaking, because and taking angles where you have more line of sight of the enemy, to DPS, but also like you sometimes play in angles where it's easy for you to get hit or for you to die in, and then it just fucks you over, right? Like, of course, you want angles where you can DPS a shit ton, get your kunais out there, but if you play in angles where it's like you're exposed out in the open, where the enemy is just raining bullets down on you guys, then it's better to just play safe and just try to maybe peek at a different angle, or just don't peek at all, right? Like you really have to pick and choose your battles on what you want to do, and if it's worth it to risk your life or not. Because most of the time you don't risk your life. Do not risk your life. You're on support, right? You cannot be risking your life at all. You always want to be alive and get as much value as you can, like every second. And that applies for every role. But on support, um, like especially you don't want to be dying. You want to be staying alive. Um, as well for the perks, um, what's it called? Fucking on her perks, what's it called? Off the top of my head, because what's it called? I'm about to wrap up this session, but the perks that I actually want to choose is for her minor perks. You want to use the fortune, which is when you damage enemies, you also heal your teammates. Um, what's it called? So like you definitely want to choose that, because that complements the aggressive playstyle of Kiriko, and that benefits your team by healing them, right? And also oppressing the enemy with your damage. But so that's two things in one, as opposed to, I think the other perk is. your healing travels faster to crit targets. Yeah, it could help them, but the kunai is like the damaging, and that like damaging enemies heals your allies. That just benefits you as a like it benefits Kiriko in general with their aggressive play style. And for a major perk, it's better to choose the Swift Step perk because then you just have more mobility and could just travel across the map a lot easier and have less chance of dying. It literally helps you in survivability, right? Like yes, like the other perk, the Suzu perk, where it's like I think you get like I think movement speed increase by 15%. I don't remember exactly, but like yeah, that could help you honestly, but it's like it's not as worth as survivability because if you TP into a spot and then the enemy could just fuck you, you can just TP again and then boom, you're fine, right? It's on a 4 second cooldown. It's better. Like your uptime on your teleport is so much higher now, right? Oh, and a little tip, don't forget to use your Kitsune Rush on an angle. Like, you don't have to use it straight in a straight line. Like, it has a good amount of area of effect, AoE, so make sure to utilize that as best you can. Right. And yeah, that was the end of the session. Um, if you guys want your session, on like coached, feel free to join the server in the link down below. It's just chill vibes, just coaching there. We'll just come on and say hi, honestly, right? It's it's great. We're a whole family. We're almost at 400 members in the server, so you know it's fucking amazing there. If you want to book your own session, just check out my Metafy. It's Blue Fire Strike. Um, blue without the E, Blue Fire Strike on Metafy, or if you go to my server, it's there's a and join my server. There's a channel with my Metafy in the server, and it's in my bio. So definitely check those out if you're interested in coaching. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next session. Later.